Thanks for your support as a channel member, Jacob Depew. I did mention this towards the end of the transfer special that came out a couple of days ago. We're doing things a little bit differently for this third season with Man United because I fully acknowledge it's all gone a little bit crazy and entered the realms of unrealisticness, and we don't necessarily want to spend 10 or 12 episodes on a season. So we're going to be doing episodes every couple of days rather than every day, and it's going to be bigger gaps between the episodes. So this, rather than being the first two matches of the season, we're actually doing the first Champions League game of the season. I want to get this season done in like 6 episodes is what I'm gunning for, and hopefully wrap it up with a Champions League win at the end. Thank you for the support for those of you who have stuck around, though. I know it's very different to the normal content on the channel, but I do appreciate the fact that some of you are still enjoying it. I hope you appreciate the fact that I committed to play it to its conclusion. So even though not many people are watching, I'm blooming going to play it to its conclusion. In other news, new series starts in this slot tomorrow. So 11 o'clock tomorrow morning, my Advent series starts. You should go and watch it. That one's going to be awesome. 11 o'clock Sunday morning. Hello and welcome to part 27 of my Manchester United save. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, not only do we have our first Champions League match, which is against Inter. In fact, I'll show you our Champions League group in a second. It's a nightmare. And we've also got a Premier League game away against Man City, which is a top-of-the-table clash. And this is how we've started the season. I think the technical term for it is really rather well. So we won the Community Shield in the last episode. And we then beat Everton, drew against Chelsea, beat Leicester, beat Norwich, and beat Newcastle. We do have a slight problem in that, as while all that's been going on, our players have been dropping like flies. If we can get into the medical centre, you'll see that we lost new club captain Gaia. Mbappe's been injured for pretty much the whole time. Goretzka's been injured, but we've also had a number of players who Eriksen has just recovered from injury. There's been a few others. Sancho had an injury briefly, and it's been a little bit difficult to get everybody fit at the same time, which hopefully isn't going to be a story of this season. But I mentioned our Champions League group. Look at the state of that. The goal for this season is to win the Champions League, and we're in a group of Real Madrid, Inter and Galatasaray. It's going to be an achievement to get out of that group. But get out of that group we must, and we will start with today's game against Inter, and this is the team we're putting out there to do it. And we've got De Gea in goal, a back four of Shaw, Martinez, De Ligt and Wan-Bissaka, Pogba and Kessie in midfield, Sancho, Olmo and Everton behind Kane up front. And while all the chaos and injuries and things have been going on around him, we have one certainty this year, and that is Harry Kane is a hero, averaging an 8.06 so far, currently on 10 goals from 7 games in all competitions. This is the Harry Kane we were spending £92 million on. I think he doesn't like being upstaged by the arrival of Mbappe. I'm the best striker at the club. I'm Harry Kane, is what he said to me off camera. He's shy. He doesn't want to come on, but he's sat over there. He's nodding away saying, yes, that is what I said. I know, Harry. Come on. No, next episode maybe. But let's get into the game and team talk. I don't want to say we should be winning with no problem at all because they're Inter, but that's exactly what I am going to say, because ultimately we have to win our 3 home games in this group. I know we're playing some big clubs, some difficult clubs. I mean, Inter, didn't we face Inter was it in the semi-final last year? Or the quarter? I know we faced Inter at some point because I remember they had Matip in their defence and Emerson as their left back, and these aren't things they have in real life. So we must have played them last year. Real Madrid, obviously a Real Madrid. Galatasaray is an intimidating away game if we want to do football cliches. So we've got to win our 3 home games, starting with this one. If we don't win today, and we have had slowish starts to Champions League groups before, but if we don't win today, we are in with a real danger of not even getting out of the group. Because if we can't beat Inter, we certainly won't be able to beat Real Madrid. And then what's going to happen in the away games? Oh, have we just given away a penalty? Oh my goodness me. Wan-Bissaka gives away a penalty, 25 minutes on the clock. Is it Lukaku to take against his former club? It's not. It's Lautaro. Either way, he's scored. And with 27 minutes on the clock, it's Manchester United 0, Inter Milan 1. I couldn't remember the score for a minute there. It's been a while. That's not good, is it? Immediate 10 minutes of passion needed. and it's now another Inter highlight. I can't emphasise enough how disastrous this could be if they beat us today. And, oh my God. We're now 2-0 down after half an hour. What is going on? This series will never end. I'm going to be still doing this when my beard's even greyer than it's already becoming. I'm going to be that person who every year says, can I take my FM20 save over into FM21? Because I'm going to need to carry on. I don't know why anyone ever wants to do that. Just play the new game. If you want to play your old save, play the old game. But I'm going to need to play this one. Everton's injured now as well. Absolutely terrific. Our players are dropping like flies. Sancho now. Somebody do something good. Jadon Sancho beats his man. I mean, to be fair, he's done something good there. It's only his first goal of the season. Demonstrates that he has missed a number of games due to injury, because Sancho was scoring for fun last year. But obviously preferred his number 8 to the number 11 he's wearing this time around, even though number 11 is his preferred number, which is why I gave it to him. But we do have a goal back just on the stroke of half-time, which hopefully will give us a platform to build on in this second half. I am going to demand more passion from them aggressively. Aggressive passion is the way forward for this second half. Everton's going to come off because he's taken that knock. Rashford's going to come on. We'll swap those two over so Rashford can play out on the left, Sancho on the right, and we will we'll go out there and hopefully get the job done. We did get the note saying Luke Shaw's been error-prone today, and we might want to take him off. Guy is injured. Luke Shaw is going to play every game until Guy is fit again, and there's not a lot we can do about it. Wan-Bissaka plays it into Olmo. Olmo looking for the cross, can't quite find Kane, but it falls to Kessie. What a goal from Frank Kessie, and it's 2-2, and we've had two spectacular moments of awesomeness from our players as we drag ourselves kicking and screaming back into this match, and we've now got the majority of the second half to go out there and show why we're Manchester blooming United. Harry, sort your life out. Go and grab us a goal. He's nodding. I don't know how he's here and there. That's perhaps... Harry, get on the pitch. For goodness sake. Right. Let's make changes. We don't want Delict getting sent off. That would be utterly disastrous. Right. Changes. I mean, to be fair, he's not playing very well, so let's actually just take him off. We are going to make our third change now, though, and I'm tempted to take Kane off and bring Edouard on, because we all know how dangerous Edouard can be in these situations. The only thing making me doubt doing that is that Olmo is much more tired, and we've got Christian Eriksen down there. That's probably the more sensible change, isn't it? Just for fitness wise, let's demand more. We want to go on and win this game. A draw from where we were would be fine. A defeat, not so much. So let's not concede a goal here, eh? Come on, lads. It's only Lukaku. We're aware of his work. We'll be all right. And they're trying to regroup on the edge of our area whilst, I mean, they're running back the wrong way. I don't think they know which way the goal is. They've worked it all the way back to their own keeper from an attacking position. This is a strange thing. If they now work it back the other way again and we can't tackle him in either direction, that's ridiculous. De Gea, luckily, exists, because if he didn't, we'd be behind in this game. That was a stunning fingertip save from De Gea, and now we get a chance at an attack. Maybe. In fact, there you go. Sancho intercepts, but gives the ball away almost immediately, and it is Inter coming at us again. We need to get a tackle in here. Ruben Diaz chasing back. What a challenge from Diaz. Plays it forward to Sancho. That tackle deserves a goal at the other end. Sancho to Pogba. Pogba's been super quiet today, as has Rashford. Rashford tries to beat his man, but instead decides to play it across to our fullback on the other side of the pitch. Behind him. Brilliant stuff. Sancho, actual genuine brilliant stuff from him. Beats three men. Can he get the crossover? He tries to go for it himself and shoots into the side netting. Football Manager. Sancho now with the corner. And it was looking for Kane but didn't quite get there. Kessie picks up the scrap zone. Rashford is lurking and shoots, and it goes just over from Marcus Rashford. We've got 10 minutes left. You know what that means. Get your passion on, boys and girls. We actually only get like 7 minutes of passion, but that'll have to do. Sometimes you have to condense your passion into a smaller unit of time. Today's one of those days. A draw isn't good enough. We talked about this before. Drawing our home... Inter will be delighted with that, because they'll look at this group thinking, if we can pick up draws against Real Madrid and Man United away, and then beat one of them at home, we're through. And they've done job one done there. We now have to beat both of them away, effectively. What have we just done? So, big away game now against Manchester City, who are top of the league, level on points with us. We're both undefeated so far. Very similar stats between the three big teams in this division, Manchester City, Manchester United and Southampton, inexplicably, again. So we are going with our big away game tactic, the 3-5-2 or the 5-3-2. De Gea in goal, a back three of Diaz, Martinez and De Ligt. Shaw and Wan-Bissaka as wing-backs. Pogba, Kessie and Olmo in central midfield. Kane and Edouard up front. I know normally I'd go for Rashford, but Edouard, I think, has had less opportunity so far this season. So I think he deserves to have the chance to prove he's still awesome. He's been playing regularly for France, so the fact that he's regularly starting international football for a major country suggests that we should probably be giving him more of an opportunity here. And as everybody knows, Manchester United is the land of opportunity. Just ask Haaland and Greenwood and all the others that everyone moans at me about in the comments. Because I went and signed a world-class player rather than using an untried youngster. You monster, Kev. Right, a draw here is fine. If we, it could potentially send Southampton top of the league, but a draw here would be absolutely fine. Complete opposite situation to the Inter game. Away from home against the one team in this division that are probably roughly on our level. I could certainly handle a draw in this match. And of course, we've got 1-0 down because the world is against me today. What is happening? I don't understand. Why is it all going wrong? We had the best team. I think we had the second best team in Europe last year behind Juventus. We signed 2 world-class players, one of them taken off of Juventus to weaken them. By every calculation in my head, we should have just become the best team in the world. But as it is, we've just really struggled to get a draw against Inter. And now we're still not top of the Premier League yet. Southampton are above us in the Premier League, for goodness sake. De Ligt now, look at this, overlapping centre-backs. What's going on here? De Ligt charging down the right wing. I don't know why he's there. Plays it back to Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka beats the same man De Ligt had already beaten. Cross comes in. Shaw on the far post gets his first goal of the season. I don't know what De Ligt was up to there. And I think he did panic at one point, realised he wasn't a fullback, played it back to Wan-Bissaka, who then just finished the job and got himself the assist. Why is De Ligt all the way up there? Look, he's just sheepishly jogging back. Sorry, boss. Forgot I wasn't a winger. Brilliant. Brilliant, Matthias. That's what we spent £100+ million on. The world's most promising, I won't say best, because Liverpool fans will have a hissy fit. The world's best centre-back on. Brilliant. I'm glad we've got you dashing down the wing. Oh, dear. Right. 1-1, half-time. That's fine. Continue to work like this. We will be fine. A 1-1, absolutely not going to argue with that at all. They've already used 2 of their substitutes and they've got an injured player. I think we might be being ruffians today. Olmo now with the free kick. Floats over looking for Kane. And there seemed to be kerfuffle in there, but I looked at the referee, nothing doing. Now John Stones is injured, so they've made all 3 of their changes and still have an injured player on their pitch. This is our opportunity. And we've taken it with Ruben Diaz. It's a lovely free kick from Pogba. Can't say that man's name. Floated it over. We had all of our big lads up there. Any one of them could have scored, but it ends up falling to Ruben Diaz, who tucks it away beautifully. It's a lovely finish from Diaz, actually, on sort of almost on the half volley, and finishes it really rather nicely to put us 2-1 up. We've got 20 minutes left. They are tiring and falling apart. This is our opportunity to go out there and extend our lead. Harry Kane not playing very well at all. We're going to bring Rashford on for him and swap these 2 over, and I want him to do this. I haven't really had a complete forward at any point yet on FM20, and I love a complete forward. Kessie also not playing very well, but we really don't have another option. I guess we could play Pogba in the middle as the ball-winning midfielder. That just feels like a huge waste of Pogba. So Kessie can stay on. We'll take off Olmo and bring on Christian Eriksen. I guess Meunier could potentially play in the middle there. He's accomplished there, but not listing ball-winning midfielder as one of his preferred options, even though he's a defender. I think he probably could do the job, but we don't really want people just doing a job today. We want people who are the best in the world at what they do. Dybala now with a free kick from Manchester City. I mean, there's an example of what I just described, because you don't get free kicks better than that, really. De Gea is on the stretch, thinks he's got there, but it's just not quite enough. 2-2. 2-2, still fine. I can live with this. We've still got options on the bench to come on in and offer something. If they score here, I'm going to be less happy. It's just over. I would like a winner. I do feel like the City are on the ropes here. Kessie really not playing very well. Neither's Edouard. I'm almost thinking Sancho or Everton. Probably both would have been nice. Let's get Sancho on in there and do that. Is that a bad idea? Edouard's not playing well. We may as well give Jadon Sancho a little go at it. Pogba is tiring quickly. There you go. Ease off on your tackles, Paul. I think we're going to be settling for this draw, which is fine. We came into the match saying a draw would be fine. Look at the amount of injuries City are picking up. A draw was fine. We played for a draw. I do feel like we probably could have won if we'd have really pushed it, but 'twas not to be. We are still unbeaten. We are still very much in the title race with them, so can't really complain. Right, in the spirit of moving this series along, as I said in the intro, we're going to get a bunch of games done now, and I think the next episode will either be the away game against Inter or the home game against Real Madrid, depending on which one will lead to either Champions League qualification or elimination. We're not going to be qualifying at Galatasaray, I don't think. So it'll be one of those two. Hopefully it's not going to come down to the wire against Real Madrid, but in the next episode, which will be on Monday, because we've got the new series starting tomorrow, so Monday in the 7 o'clock slot again, we'll play a match to decide if we're going to stay in the Champions League this season or not. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.